let's talk about some wow.
Wow.
Me wow.
All right.
I can't wait for Jim to tell me all about what's been going on with the pre-patch since I have no clue.
3, 2, 1.
Prepare for battle, we're diving into a world unknown where legends begin. Jim, Christine, and Brian guiding the way. In Azeroth we'll conquer, there's no time to delay. Server restarted, we're ready to play. Join us now as we fight day after day. From dungeons to raids, we'll conquer it all. In the world of Warcraft, we'll never fall. Server restarted,
All right. Well, welcome back to another episode of Server Restart In. It is a World of
Thanks.
Warcraft podcast hosted by three opinionated players who like to get together to discuss their thoughts about the current state of the game. My name is Jim. I'm joined by
Hi,
Kristen
Jim.
Hello.
and Brian.
Hi, Kristen. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
And we are just a couple days after the pre-patch launch. Really only like a day and a half playable because maintenance just was extended through the roof.
Oh, and can I just say that was so sad. Jim's sitting up here. This was extended. It was getting ready to go to bed. It was like 11 o'clock.
It was like
It was like 10.
9:30, 10.
It was, 9:30, 10. It
Christmas,
was.
you know it is. Every
And
time it's like
Jim's-
Christmas. It doesn't
and
matter how
Jim's-
shit it is.
Jim's just sitting here at his desk staring at the server. I was like,
I was watching YouTube just waiting in case maybe it'd come up.
I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, that is so adorable. Like, he's just sitting there like,
Stop, you're
oh.
ruining my bad boy image. God
I was
damn it.
like, I said to him, I'm like, oh my God. This is, like, I wanted to take a picture. Like, he's just sitting there. Like, I didn't, but it was so
Jesus
cute.
Were you able to
Christ.
get on that night then?
No,
did
I
you
went to
log
bed.
up?
I went
No,
to bed.
he went to, because it wasn't going to come up until 11 o'clock our time, and he had to
Yeah.
work the next day, and we're
But I did get up
normally
at 5 o'clock in the morning and came up and just checked out the litany of chaos.
Upgraded your warband and that was it?
Yeah, so they said that it could potentially, after the servers came up, take up to 20 minutes for your warband stuff to get fully situated. I figured I'd be closer to that mark because I have like 52 characters.
all Death
Oh my
Knights.
God.
They're not all Death Knights. Just over half of them are though.
Yes.
So, but no, I mean, it was, the servers had been up for a while, so I, got in or whatever, and then every add-on was fucking broken. So I spent a lot of time trying to debug add-ons just because I like my add-ons. I like the quality of life that they give me. So I did some of it, and then I found out that our add-on, Grotwurst, that everybody should be using for their automatic guildmate congratulations, was
right.
busted.
Oh
And
no.
a lot of them had similar issues because it was using code that was like deprecated at the beginning of Dragonflight that is used to put it into like the add-ons menu, not the add-on button on but like if you go into options, there's an add-on tab. The thing that puts it in there, that was like gone now. It was deprecated before and then it was removed. So I got that fixed and all that stuff, and it's up there. It's waiting to be deployed. So,
Hoorah.
and then, it was actually a lot of fun fixing it and making it like work and stuff. I don't know if the / command was ever working right or not. I don't remember, but
Yeah.
it is now. It'll open directly to the config. And I'm like,
That's
I like it. I felt good. I did a pull request, all kinds of shit. I'm like, fuck yeah. It was like 3 lines of code. It was like way more fun than anything I've done at fucking work.
Oh,
I
I
can-
get that.
I can attest to that, though, because as he was doing it, because I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm working on our add-on. And I was like, and he's like, I'm having a lot of fun. And I was like, good. That's awesome. Like,
I will say Lua sucks, especially
It does.
when you have no standards between different add-on authors and
oh,
all that stuff, and like trying to figure out like some of the stuff's easy to figure out. Like there were like some of the API changes were pretty apparent. It just that was fine, right? But then some
Yeah.
of the things were just like, why the fuck is this breaking? And you're like trying to get through it and like trying different changes and stuff like that and reloading my UI so many fucking times. But
Well, you know what sucks? It probably is a really powerful language, like when you know how to use it. Kind of like a lot of these, like even Python. Like Python's really
I
powerful.
don't
isn't
know
it?
if it's
like
Python is definitely a lot of like data scientists use Python because it can handle data really well. But
it's one of those things though. Like like for me especially. Like I love learning, but when it comes to learning like a new language or even a framework, it's so painful for me. I like, especially on the web. I hate it so much.
well, it's like it's not just learning Lua. Like that's fine. Like the scripting stuff for Lua, that's fine. That's not the problem.
Well,
The
that's what I
problem-
mean. It's so unopinionated that like you have to figure all the other stuff out too with it. And that's what like going in when we first did it, you remember looking at those ACE libraries and all that stuff? Like
Mhm.
people had built their own framework on top of WoW's API and Lua.
To make it easier for other
like,
people to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ace
But
and
then like
Lib Frozen and Data Store and all that stuff. Yeah, it gets
it gets super JavaScripty. I don't know, like ugh, it's just rough.
But
I don't know.
But yeah, so you get a quest when you first log in to basically go to Gadget Stand and set up the you get an ability that's like on a 2-hour cooldown to open your warband bank at any location, just opens it for you. So you don't have to so you can dump stuff in there and whatnot. Except apparently the warband bank is just fucking broke, and so they have it turned off right now because there's a critical issue with it.
Is it still down?
Yes.
You can't. Oh,
You go in and it's like, your bank is being in use by another character in your warband. And I'm like, no, it's not.
yeah, I got that too. I thought you couldn't complete the quest with it either, and I'm like, wow, this is really busted. But then I'm like, oh,
I completed the quest, but I did it like on the first day, which, that was kind of funny. It was just like a bunch of little short shit. Nothing major. Cross realm guilds are a thing now, since with the warband, everything's basically essentially one server. So you can have people from different realms as long as they're on your region.
hey, does that mean that they fixed queuing?
No.
Of course
There's
not.
no cross-faction queuing. However, cross-realm trading is temporarily disabled because apparently there was an issue with that too. So there's not a lot. Like there's talent changes, some talent tree changes, and then there was enough of an uproar over it because the ones that were released with the pre-patch do not match what's currently on the beta. And people are like, what the fuck? Well, the
Did
beta...
they mess up something?
No, the beta's at a further advanced thing, and that's not what they're bringing down.
People were expecting to get.
Yeah, they were expecting those. And apparently some of them are busted, and these were like known issues or something like that. So I don't know. But like there was a blue post that goes, no, the talent trees that are out there are what is intended for the pre-release. There will be, it's like, I think 11.02, 11.0.2 or something like that.
I mean, it's one of the states where like it doesn't work as optimally because we're not in the expansion yet.
I
right?
guess, but
Like,
there's some things that just don't appear to be functioning that are like in the talent changes and stuff. I don't know. My class wasn't really affected with, from what I can tell, non-functioning talents. Like I just set my talents and went. It's nice because a lot of the things that were talent choices are now like just like base skills, which kind of frees up a lot of talent tree points and stuff like that. So yeah, I did what did I do? I did a heroic awakened Aberrus today, and it felt pretty good. You know, I was pretty up there. You know, DPS it's higher than I think it normally would have been. I mean, some of the movement fights are still shit, but you know, it was a face roll. But so yeah, all the raids now are awakened. So
I saw
are
that.
they?
I couldn't get into LFR because my item level is like 6 under the minimum.
oh,
I'm like, what the hell? I can't do anything. And I'm like, oh, I can go into a regular dungeon. Okay, I understand WoW again now.
Is LFR awakened?
all of the raids are awakened. So LFR through Mythic, yes.
Oh, I guess I could go.
You can't get the achievement because that's be normal or higher.
Oh.
But you can pug it. So like I pugged heroic, and it was just face roll.
Yeah, I just don't want to like deal with it. I just wanted to just go in. And...
If you were to go into a normal, it would be face roll. You wouldn't have time to heal. You would be damaging most of the fights.
Oh, really?
Oh,
that's cool.
like so we did Aberrus. So you know the amalgam fight where you fight the shadow and the fire thing, and then they join at halfway through.
Yeah.
Basically, the strat for that is
Tank them together.
somebody. No, fuck no, hell no. One person tanks the shadow over there, and
That's
everybody.
what we were doing. Is
that was not season 4 strategies. I'm telling you what we did.
what is?
You tank the shadow one off on the side, burn the fucking fire guy down to 50%, and then just burn it. And it's just like it's stupid. It doesn't take.
Wait, burn the fire guy
Because
down.
once one of them hits 50%, they join, right? And then it averages their health. So then they would be, one would be at 50, one would be at 100. So now they're at 75, like the final part of it. And then you just burn it down. It's like there was not a lot of times for mechanics. Rorschach, he got dragged into the center once and we killed him in there while he was in the center. The guy where you have to go between the platforms right before him, the assault boss, where you fight on one platform and got to throw the rocks off. We never got to that point because he starts in the center and he doesn't jump to a platform right away. He was burned down to enough to start the second phase before he even left. And so, you know, I mean, it's just like, it was like LFR, but on heroic. So it's at that kind of thing. So it shouldn't be too hard to just kind of go in and just kind of get lost in the crowd and do stuff, you know, which is, you know, whatever. Trying to think what else is going on.
But there's, like, as far as the pre-patch though, like that's it. Like that little preview of the memories thing, that little quest line was it, right? There's nothing. The Warband quest line. That's the only thing that was like really.
The only thing that they added in, so there is the Warband Bank quest line in Gadgetstan. That's it. They also added in. There's a guy you can talk to, and you just have to kill stuff. He's got 2 quests. The first, they all give different Storm Rider recolors. So you know the Storm Rider gear that you got for like the heroic edition or whatever with the Griffin? There's 6 new versions of it that you can get. So the first quest is you got to kill things and collect like 50 shards of something just from shit around Dragonflight, or around the Dragon Isles. The second one is 500. But if you do a raid, and so like you get them off of everything, and like I got to be close to like 4 out of 500 already for the second quest. And they're just recolors of that. I don't think they have like the storming effect on it, but it's just like that.
You know what would be cool? They could stop making all these recolors if they just added dyes into the game and let people color things on their own.
That would be pretty cool.
And they could then they could stop wasting development time on recolors.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
You know? Like I don't know how much development time goes into recolors because maybe it's a copy and paste, but
EverQuest, you could dye your armor. I don't think it was in the very first, but I know at least by the third expansion, because I think that's when they redid their first character model stuff. I think. But you could dye your armor then, which is like a 24-year-old game,
Yeah, right?
Guild Wars 1, you could.
right? Like that's what I'm saying.
The Guild
Like
Wars
Ultimate
1
Online, Ultimate Online, you could too, but like that's not as impressive because it's like a
Yeah.
2D.
Final Fantasy just added 2 dye channels, so you can dye 2 different things. Guild Wars has like 4.
Well, no,
but-
the original Guild Wars, not Guild Wars 2.
No, I know. Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, the original
has
Guild
4,
Wars
but-
had dyes you could get, and I think it just dyed the whole piece. Like there was a certain layer of it that was dyed, but Guild Wars 2.
Oh, yeah.
Some stuff is just one channel. Some has got like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Up
Yeah.
to
Oh, wow.
4 different
Up
things
to
you
4
could do.
channels.
And
yeah.
Guild Wars 2 has the best fucking dye system.
Yeah, I
Hands
do enjoy
fucking
that.
down.
And I like
Really, that's awesome.
I hate having to use like, currency to change things, but Final Fantasy has that too. I like WoW. Well, WoW's currency too. It's all currency.
To transmog, yeah, it's gold,
Transmog.
but that gold's so easy to get now. To have enough to transmog,
Yeah.
it doesn't cost that much to
I
transmog.
mean, if you want to transmog a lot,
It's
then it
one-
sucks.
No, you do like 5 quests and you have enough to transmog the whole fucking expansion almost.
I don't know about that. Some of my transmogs, I feel like they
Okay,
It
that might
costs
be
a
an
lot.
exaggeration, but it's like, yeah, Guild Wars, you get like the transmutation. Well, that's transmog, the transmutation chart. I think dye is free,
yeah, the dyes are free,
which
which is good.
it would be a really hard shift to go from having everything right now with having all these recolors to go to a dye system. It would just,
I mean,
it would
yeah,
just be kind of
like-
weird.
And maybe not. Maybe stuff going forward at a certain point more so. Like,
Yeah.
and that way it gives people a chance to actually shift forward instead of go back and be all over the place.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't. It's like everything else. It's adaptation, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be a bad thing though. I mean, I don't see why it would be a bad thing necessarily. I think
Yeah.
most people would enjoy that.
Mm.
I actually like. I think I do more with because the trading post has had these really cool like hoods and the capes and the over the shoulders things that have consistent color color palettes.
Yeah.
Color palette, one fucking color, but you know what I'm saying? Like they're all the same color. They all
Yeah. There's like the
go
ensemble.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've actually made tons of little transmogs with that, like that I've saved.
Right.
Because I really I like the hunter thing with it
Yeah.
going over and all that stuff. My warrior had this like weird. I was wearing the long girly gloves or whatever it is, and
Oh, like the ball,
but it
the
was
ball
like
gown
this,
gloves or whatever.
oh
yeah, but
yeah.
it was I made a blade master build with it, with the orange one and the red one, I think maybe, where I was like, imagine the blade master where it's like the orc with like the
Yeah.
kilt or whatever. Yeah, and the blade too. And so like I do like doing that stuff.
I
so
like
think it'd be
WoW's
pretty cool.
transmog system. I think that having it for gold is good. Like that's kind of where like Guild Wars is kind of like,
Yeah,
You have to use transmog charges. You get or transmutation stones or something like that, which you can get them kind of easy, but
yeah,
it's like just having it just be like games that have multiple currencies for stuff like that are kind of like,
yeah.
But so another thing that the patch brought was the account-wide transmog stuff. So now if you sell, destroy, disenchant, equip any piece of gear or whatever, it'll automatically go into your thing. Your appearances stuff now have a class selection, so you can look at all the different class-specific stuff as well. Or like if you go from like a plate to a cloth, you'll see cloth kind of thing, but you'll see all that stuff. I saw the tokens. I did ICC. The tokens. Ooh, no, that's not right. We need to fix the logging on it. It says it's the wrong version. Oh no. I lied. It says it's for version 11.02, but that's not out yet. But that's fine. We just did the thing. Anyway, sorry. Grotwurst is released. Go down and load it. Update your stuff. It shouldn't be broken. It still worked without the thing, but now
Did you see the graph I showed you? People went nuts in March for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Wow, 78 downloads in March of this year of Grotwurst.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's 78 now, like 7,800 or something like that.
No, total over time is 2,300 downloads.
That's not bad. Yeah,
But it's CurseForge. I can't imagine that's unique or anything. Definitely aggregated over time.
yeah.
So 2,000 is me, probably.
It's just a nice little convenience.
Yeah,
Add-on.
it's a nice little add-on. You know,
It's fun.
it's got, you know, some user friendliness. I need to do a little bit more. We got what, 3-year-old issues on the thing that we haven't looked at yet?
Is your cursor still, does it actually show up when you
Oh, I have no idea.
open?
Wait, what?
If
The
you-
problem with when you went to go put the cursor in the thing so you could see when you go to type in your message or whatever, the cursor wasn't showing up. So
That-
you didn't
that I
know
don't
if it
know.
was, I don't know if that's still
I
a
don't know.
thing. It was old.
It's a feature.
Okay.
It's fun to figure out where you're at.
Oh.
It's a feature, not a bug.
Got
It's an undocumented feature.
it. Okay.
But yeah, no, so the tokens that drop, the class tokens for the gear in ICC, they are warband bound.
That's nice.
So I can eventually, maybe one day,
When
dump
the
them in my warband bank
bank works.
and then use them on whatever classes to
That's
buy the
nice.
the
That
tier
is
gear or
cool.
whatever. Yeah.
You know
it is-
what would have been
If you could just use it.
yeah, or if they would have just made it so like classes that can wear, like, this is not for class specific stuff, but like paladins, right? Paladins can wear cloth, paladins can wear leather. If they would have just made it so for not class specific stuff, but stuff that, you know, like paladins could wear everything, then they could have had this a while ago. You know what I mean? Or warriors could have could use everything and could use like all the weapons and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like in terms
but
of, we could have had this earlier had they done it like that. You know?
Well, I don't know if the system for transmog for the longest time, I'm pretty sure was initially character, and then it was armor type and classes and stuff like that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's there now, right? Sure. It's gonna suck having to go back and farm stuff that I have trashed so many fucking times because I couldn't do anything with it because it was soul bound, because it was boss drop. But you know,
you got gold out of it.
yeah.
So.
I'd honestly rather have the
Transmog.
transmog.
Yeah.
In all honesty,
But it's not that hard to go back and get it through ICC. It's not, you
No.
know, like it's
I
a
think I got most
strenuous,
of the stuff from ICC.
you know.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I still have to go finish farming some things in time runner stuff remix. Still got some toys, mounts, and some gear sets I got to farm, but just do that in just you can pug the raids. You just do the heroic raids, and you can do them every day and get loot, which is nice. So you can rack up quite a bit of bronze that way. So
Nice.
so yeah, since if you're in the North American regions as well as was it North America, Latin America, Australia, New Zealand, apparently because the Wednesday the 13th they had extended it for so long, everybody's getting a day of game time added to their account.
Boy, they haven't done that in a while.
They haven't had
A
something
long
where
time.
it's been
A long
that,
time.
that extended.
They used to do it all the time though in vanilla. Like,
Yeah,
we
but
were always getting game time and not
That's
just a day.
that's because patch days weren't
Yes.
patch days. Sometimes they were patch weeks.
Yeah, patch days were definitely
Yeah. Oh, I saw something. Apparently, the warband stuff was resurrecting characters. Some people were finding characters in their warband that they had deleted.
Stay gone.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm sure there was just some weird glitch in how it was building that stuff. They haven't, but that's pretty funny. You got yeah. I don't know. It's funny.
That is pretty funny.
Trying to see what else is kind of going on.
Well, Panda Land is what it ends when the expansion comes out, right?
No, it's got 20 something days left. August
Oh.
26th is release, so you got a month. Maybe it's 30 days now. I don't know. I thought it was 27 days or something like that. So it might end.
Close.
It might end when early access starts.
Maybe so, yeah.
Yeah. Next Tuesday, the 30th, is when. Wait. Is it the? Yeah, today's the 25th. No, sorry, the 23rd, not the 13th, was the pre-patch drop. I'm off by 10 days. The 30th is when the event will start, so that will probably have the quest lines to do whatever, like the first part of the story will start then. Plus, that's when all like the visions of remembrance or whatever the hell they are, like the blue and yellow things are gonna come. So you have to farm stuff so you can buy. There'd be mounts and stuff like that. I guess gear or something like that. I don't know. Some stuff, things to do. More time sinks.
Yeah.
I think season 4 goes until the expansion launches. So, still glad we went and got Kristen her 2,000.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we can get the mount for season 4. 2,000 IO rating.
Didn't I get it? I got them out already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad we did that because it was probably a better idea to do it before all the classes got changed, just so you're still familiar with it in whatever sense you were still familiar with something that you haven't played in a month.
Yeah.
So that way, you know, it wasn't as much of a hassle to relearn with whatever changes they made and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was one dungeon that we had to do. It wasn't.
it turned out to be one dungeon. It almost didn't happen.
Yeah.
It got
We really had a rough.
a bit rusty.
Yeah.
A bit rusty.
Yeah. I guess that's what happens when you don't really play that much.
Yeah, so I mean, pre-patch is here, but there ain't nothing to do yet, really.
Thank God. I mean, for me, like, it's shitty for people who are like still playing and stuff, but I'm like, I still am doing stuff in Final Fantasy from the expansion launch. So, you know, I'm like, fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little annoyed that they were like, oh yeah, the thing's gonna be in August, like, cause that's the week I go back to school, and just, I'm like, couldn't you have just put it off until like November or something? December, you know? Like, man. But it's fine.
Fine, I guess it's fine. I guess it'll be fine.
It's fine. I'll level
Fine, it'll be
or something, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I'll tinker around and, you know, pug some things, do some stuff just to kind of, you know, do whatever. Can still get crests, can still update my gear, you know, get myself all.
What is the most efficient way to do that right now?
Depends on what you're trying to level. Depends on what
Really, just trying to get gear from pre-awakened into awakened. I guess
mean-
it's dungeoning, then raiding, right?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the way to do it. Just for right now, is just to do that kind of stuff. Get into some like lower mythics, like maybe Mythic Zeros or whatever. Once the stuff comes out in, I'm pretty sure for the Radiant Echoes, there'll be catch-up gear. In fact, looking at it, yeah, like, you know, it'll go from 2,000 to 8,000 of the residual memories, which is the thing that you farm to get gear. The gear, what does it say the gear level will be? It doesn't. So it seems like it's gonna be like it was for Dragonflight, where you have like, you remember how we had like all the little elemental things happening and then the big elemental? It's gonna be kind of like that. There's gonna be 3 phases. There'll be fighting congealed memories, defeating the Radiant Echoes, in a couple areas, and then defeat the remembered boss. So invasions will be happening in 3 zones: Dust Wall of Marsh, Searing Gorge, and Dragon Blight. So that's where these will be. You get residual memories, blah blah blah, catch up gear. Let's see. Oh, let's look at the rewards. Let's see if it tells me what level the gear is. Does not say. Of course it does not. Why would you not? Oh, wait, let me go down to the catch-up gear section. No, that's... Oh, 480 upgradable to 502. So, I don't know what you would use to upgrade it. But it's the same thing as LFR raids. So that's essentially what it would be. Like if you're doing LFR. But that's catch-up gear for level 70s. There's 3 battle pets and 2 mounts. Oh, the battle pets is a remembered construct, which looks like the one from... What's the one that kill everybody in Duskwood? Patches?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's an abomination.
Stitches.
Stitches. Yeah, patches. It's
Well,
essentially...
that's like patchwork. That's what you're probably thinking, patchwork, and that was kind of the
Or
same thing.
or the two that were in Ghostlands.
Ghostlands.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just called a Remembered Constructs. It's made from bits and pieces of vanquished abominations, light magic, and just a pinch of nostalgia. There's one that is essentially Hogger. It's a Riverpaw. And then a Remembered Spawn, which is it's an Onyxian Whelpling looking battle pet. And then there's the Remembered Golden Griffin and the Wind Rider. So it's just another Griffin and Wind Rider, like the Alabaster ones from the anniversary, but these are like the blue and yellow ones and stuff like that. So, there's a 32 slot bag and a 30 slot reagent bag, but I don't think we need those. There's Heirloom, Band of Radiant Echoes. It is a ring.
I mean,
yeah.
I haven't used heirloom. I mean, to level, I haven't used heirlooms in I feel like forever.
Yeah, I know. I did go through. So in Remix, you can get all the Hellscream heirlooms again. All like the weapon ones that you would get for killing Hellscream, in Siege, on whatever difficulties you had a chance to get them to drop on the different classes. Well, now when you kill them, you get like Bones of Manaroth, and you need like 2 of them per one. So I just farmed the shit out of it on Heroic and was able to get them all. So now I have all the Hellscream weapons. I'm like, fuck yeah. That's
Awesome.
Do I fucking need them? No. All my characters
Nope.
are max level. Heirlooms aren't going to do shit.
Yep.
I have no problem leveling. I like leveling.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. I don't know. It's, it'll be interesting. I mean, it's just going to probably be just a farming event just to get all the gear. And if I can buy them, then I can just do it all on one character. But it has a chance to drop from completing objectives too. So I mean, I might do it on one of each, just to kind of do it. It's okay looking gear. I mean, probably looks stupid on a Tauren, but most sets do.
Poor Tauren.
Yeah. Don't even get any shoes.
Yeah. Trolls feel that.
Yeah.
Draenei. Well, no, Draenei aren't. They get shoes. Even though they have
Yeah.
hooves.
Hoofs.
Hoofs.
Hoofs. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of out of stuff to talk about.
I mean, I'm glad
That's about it.
I'm glad they're doing stuff. I just
You're not ready for it because you got other stuff you want to do, and that's fine. I'll
Yeah.
just play by myself.
Oh my god.
Like, well, no, it's not even just her. It's like we're in a pretty big lull right now. A lot of, like, I logged in Wednesday, and there was like 2 or 3 other people on, and that's the most that I've seen on when I've been playing in
A while.
a while.
Yeah. Everybody's
just-
kind of
It's just
Yeah.
it's the summertime. You know, we're getting towards the end of the summer. The expansion's over. Nobody really, people are just kind of falling off, which is fine. I get it. Not everybody was as into the remix stuff, so not a lot of people were doing that, or they did enough.
I was, but other things just took priority, unfortunately. Like, I was doing a lot of the remix stuff, like, at the beginning, because I wasn't really doing a lot of stuff.
Hey,
Final
I
Fantasy.
got 2 70s out of it, so I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm working on my 3rd, which I will take over Guildmaster with because his name is Jim.
Oh, is it Jimbo?
Jimbo.
Yeah, I think I got like 4 70s out of it. One of each iron class.
I got a Drakthir and a Druid. I was going to do all the Druids, but I'm not going to now.
She doesn't have the fortitude for doing that.
No, it's not that. I just am doing stuff in Final Fantasy now, so I can't log in and play 2 games at the same time. No matter how cool that would freaking be.
You got 2 screens.
I do, but I can't.
Computer
do
would explode.
2 things at the same time. Yeah, my computer would not like that very much. It would be like, no, thank you. Please stop.
Yeah. All right. Well, 5 more days. We will have maybe some more information. See how the pre-patch events is going on.
What's in 5 more days?
The pre-patch.
I thought the
event?
pre-patch was.
The event doesn't start until the 30th.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yes.
I missed that.
Yeah. So we might have some more then. And I don't know. We'll see. Getting ready for the expansion. I'm pretty excited. Just because I like playing WoW. And I don't like it when I can't play WoW.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited because it's, Christmas time again. So
Yeah, and then you're going to open
Ready
up and go,
to be,
I didn't ask for a ukulele. I asked for a guitar. It's the same thing. It's got strings. It's like we got WoW at home. The WoW at home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
All right.
No.
Well, thank you everybody for listening.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for
Oh,
listening
sorry.
to me. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate you. I wasn't talking to you, Brian. I was talking to Brian.
Oh, my
I'm taking a stab in the dark that maybe somebody named Brian listens to this. Anyway, you can check us out at serverrestartin.com. And
Wait, we have a website?
God damn it, I knew you were gonna fucking do that. All right. Thanks everybody. Catch you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.